Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I'm doing another like pretty chilled out video. I'm really liking doing these chilled out videos. You'll have a proper one, a formal one with lights and a mic and all the kit and stuff on Sunday, because I'm going to do my wrap up and I'm going to do that properly and nicely. But I thought I would just film a video similar to what I did last week with my Friday reads, because it's already we've got another bank holiday, so I have more time off. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm reading at the moment, what I'm planning on getting to over this bank holiday. I don't have any plans at all. I can't really believe it's here because I obviously just had last week off, so I haven't really done anything. I don't really feel like I need another day off, but it's here, so yeah, probably just more reading, I guess. So the first one I have is James Baldwin's Go Tell It on the Mountain, which is what I am currently working my way through. I am 166 pages through of like 250. Really liking this one so far. I've read most of it in like 2 big chunks. His writing's really good but really easy to get through. It's a story about a young black man growing up in Harlem and about his expectations to become a preacher and sort of following his father's footsteps, who is kind of abusive and nasty to him really. And it's telling his story but also the story of his family and where his father's come from and how his life led to this, and it's really kind of like a spiritual journey to some extent, and also like a picture of like I guess like a growing up story really, of what it was like to grow up black in Harlem, sort of in, when was it set, like 1930s. So yeah, this one's really interesting. I'll probably finish this one this afternoon if I can prod myself to do it, but there's only 100 pages left and really it's really good, it's really interesting. The other 2 ones that have made frequent occurrences in my other videos, and that one is Compass by Mattias. Enard. Don't know how much I'm going to get of this one done. I tend to find I enjoy this most when I'm reading it outside and it's sunny, so it's slightly dependent on the weather, but I may try and push on with that one because I haven't actually read that one in a few days now. And then the next one is one you guys know about already. Again, it's Anna Karenina, and I haven't read much more than when I had from the readathon, so on page 600 or so, and I was planning on reading this by the end of the month. I won't quite make that, but that's okay. I think I'm going to try and do this like in the evenings, every evening that I'm off for the next like 4 days again, like half Friday, but like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and hopefully get like another 100 pages or so done, because then I really would be getting there. And I think once I start to see the end, I might kind of peak up and just get it finished, so to get one off my reading list. So those are the 3 that I am currently working my way through. I may pick up another non-fiction in the middle, because I've mentioned before that when I'm not reading any non-fiction I tend to find I miss it a lot, but I'm being really open about whether or not I do that. But the other thing that I thought I would do, probably tomorrow, in the daytime tomorrow I think, is I need to know what to read after those, because there were a couple I added onto my like TBR a little while ago, when I did my like full TBR pile, and I'm just really kind of choosing between those because more time I think was taken up by the Mum Bookers and by Anna Karenina than I expected, so I didn't get to as many things as I wanted to and I kind of got distracted. So yeah, I'm going to do another try a chapter tag type video with 5 books. I thought I'd just show you what those 5 are now, and then I will go over them properly in a video probably tomorrow, probably on Saturday. We'll see how I go. The first one was on my TBR, and that one is American Pastoral by Roth, and I do really want to get to this one. It's only because it's a little bit fatter that I think I'm a little bit sceptical because of Anna Karenina and Compass in there, but if I start it and it's really good, it might be quicker than I think it is. That's the only reason I haven't picked this one up, is it's big and it has quite small fonts, so I just don't know if I feel like I wasn't going anywhere. And I think when I read books that are slower or bigger, I quite like to have a little book that gives me some accomplishment in the middle, or else I just get a bit like, why am I bothering with all of them? So yeah, but I think I'll get started on that one, and then at least, even if I don't decide to read it, I'll have read, I don't know if this has chapters actually, yes it does. I'll have read at least a chapter of it to kick me off and get me started. The next one is one that I got for Christmas that I've just really fancied picking up recently, but I'm kind of just convincing myself as to whether or not that's a good idea, and that one is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I think I'm probably really going to enjoy this, and it's been a while since I've read like stonking, like such a big book, if you know what I mean, like such a big name book rather than such a physical big book. Yeah, so I really want to get started on this one, but again I'm not really sure what to expect, and I read the first like few words, and I wasn't really drawn in, so I think I need to just, I wasn't really sure what's happening, so I think I need a chapter really, which is what prompted this whole thing. So yeah, Brave New World. The next one is one I picked up towards the beginning of the year that I think is probably going to be fairly quick to go through, and that one is We Need New Names by NoViolet Bulawayo. And this one I know people have said is quite depressing, but good, and it's got really big font, and the kind of language looks like I could probably get through it fairly quickly. So this is one I'm going to give a go as well. The next one is another one that was on my TBR list, and that one is The People Who Watched Her Pass By Scott Bradfield. Katie sent me this one for Christmas, I think, and yeah, it's one that I have sort of kept looking at. It is a really short one, so this might be one that I get to, and again, like, I think the chapters are really short in this, so I can at least give it a shot and see what I reckon to that one. And the last one is one that every time I show it, people say, I hope you read it soon, so I thought I'd include that one as well. And that one is All the Birds Singing by Evie, Wyld. And I have actually kind of picked this one up and thought about reading it a few times. But I've read quite a lot of bleak things lately, and I feel like this is very bleak. And I don't know whether it might be a bit samey, having read it so closely to the unseen, potentially. But yeah, it's one I really want to read. I just don't necessarily know if now's the right time. But I also know that people love it. So yeah, I have a few things that I'm going to have a shot at, and hopefully in there's something that's interesting for my next read once I've finished Go Tell It on the Mountain, because I think I will finish that one fairly quickly. So just before I go for this video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the comments and all the views on my Watch Safely Doing Very Little vlog series. Now, I really wasn't expecting people to watch them really, because I thought they would be quite boring. And there's a bit of a divide, I think, between people who found them really boring and people who've loved them. So I had some lovely comments from you guys. I had loads of engagement, I had loads of people saying that this is really nice and I really like watching these kind of videos from you. But I also had nearly 100 people unsubscribe in the week that I posted them. So clearly there is a love it or hate it element to them. And a lot of people had asked whether I would do them again. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a poll, like an anonymous poll, so that you can vote and you can tell me, yes, please do more, or no, they're really boring, because what I don't want to do is be catering for people who really like them, but kind of the people who are trying to be polite and aren't saying you're being really dull, not get what they want as well. So I thought what I'd do is I'll put a poll out there, it's completely anonymous, and then you can kind of tell me if you want to, whether or not you'd like me to do more, because I have a week off in June and I quite like doing them, but I don't want to bore everyone. So yeah, if you could maybe just spend a sec and just click on those for me and just let me know. That's a way, I think, that I can let people who don't enjoy it say they don't enjoy it without outing them almost, without making them say it in the comments, because I think that made me feel a bit uncomfortable for them. Obviously if you want to say you hate them, just go ahead, I don't mind. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. As I say, thank you guys so much for all the feedback I've had from that. I'm also hoping to film my Q&A for you guys soon, hopefully this weekend if I have a chance. So look out for that video as well as my wrap up and my try chapter tags. A few things coming up soon, hopefully, that are going to be enjoyable and fun for you all. Yeah, I'll see you in one of those videos. Don't know which one I'm going to film next, but look after yourselves until then. Bye bye.